Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. So this morning we got the version 10.0 in a Monster Strike, and I will not be talking about everything. I'll just be talking about the Spirit Crests. This is kind of a new dynamic in the game. And then it was introduced on last Sunday. They had that live event, and Teruman, who created the game, he kind of gave like an oral introduction of the thing. And his introduction was very boring and very confusing. So the first impression that most people had of it was pretty bad. And I'm kind of tuned out, and I was like, I won't worry about it. But actually looking at the menus in the game, it's not that complicated. And yeah, so I'll kind of give a rundown of it here. I won't go into every detail, like not every every standard or every rule or whatever. But I'll just do broad strokes over the whole thing and then just talk about my overall impressions of it. But one big complaint that some players had was that one of the brilliant things about Monster Strike is that it is simple to play, simple to put together a team and then go. And then this new Spirit Crest, it complicates the game, which is true, and yeah, I think that's one of the strengths of the game. You don't get tired of it because it is simple, simple to play and simple to keep track of. But I don't feel like this complicates it too much. It's still very doable. And then in order to advance these Spirit Crests, you don't have to do anything different. You just play the same old quests, and then you get certain kind of currency from there that you can use to enhance the Spirit Crests. So yeah, there's no like temple or anything that you have to go through. You can still play normally. And then as for these, the usefulness for the Spirit Crests, are they necessary for anything? No. But are they legitimately useful? Yes. And then, yeah, they kind of work like ableberries. You can give like new abilities to different monsters, but they kind of cater to a different crowd, I would say. If you think of Monster Strike as separated into kind of two portions, one being like a randomness portion, and then another being a non-random portion. Like rolling the hatcher to get monsters, that's random. And then going through the temple is random. When you go through the temple, you don't know what rank ableberry you're going to get, and you also don't know what kind of ableberry you're going to get. And then when you roll the hatcher, of course, you don't know what monster you're going to get. And for some players, that's frustrating. They want like a something definite that they can work towards, and then something that they have a 100% chance of unlocking if they put in the time and the resources. Neither the hatcher nor the temple guarantees that. But drop monsters and then making the max luck of those drop monsters, that is a guaranteed thing. So yeah, a lot of players, they don't like the hatcher. They do like making max lucks. That's their thing. And that was my thing for a while back in the English version. And then this new Spirit Crest system, this is kind of like the non-random version of ableberries. So if going after ableberries really frustrated you because of the randomness of it, then this Spirit Emblems thing could be for you. So in that sense, I feel like it's kind of a good balancing aspect of the game. Before it was very heavy on the randomness side and then light on the non-random side. Now it's a little more even. There's characters and then upgrades, one of each for each side. And then yeah, the kind of the standards or the limitations are pretty strict right now, I would say, on the Spirit Crests. But if you think about it, so were the ableberries when they started. If you think way back when ableberries first started, there was no time trial, there was no wakurin, and then the rate of the gold ableberries was also lower. So getting ableberries was pretty difficult at the beginning. But now we have like half stamina, we have wakurin, we have extra chests, We have the medals that you can turn in to get the guaranteed gold chest. So that's become a lot more kind of loose or easy to do. And I predict that the spirit crests will get easier too. They're not going to get harder, of course. One problem that I have with these, however, is that they kind of directly conflict with the 5-star and under quests. I'll explain later, but if you have a monster that is a base 5 that can become a 6, you are now going to want to have to choose in between using them for 5-star quests or spirit crests. And that's very frustrating to me. I'm not a fan of the 5-star and under quests anyways, so X-Flag, if you're listening, get rid of the 5-star quests and then that conflict will be resolved. Okay, but anyway, let's get out of this home screen and let's go look at this new tab in here. And then, yes, we have this third one down. This is the spirit crest section here. And then we see this kind of a currency over here on the right. So let's tap on this, let's go inside. And then we have this all new screen. And then we can select different elements. And then brings up different characters, and there's a bunch of whole new information. But first, let's look up here at the upper right. We got that blue flame icon, that new icon. And then this is like a spirit energy. And then it says I have 1800. And yeah, this is currency that you earn and then you can spend in order to take certain actions. And then right under it, it says this is the amount that you can earn in a day. So I've earned 300 out of 1,000. And then once I reach 1,000, that's my limit for the day. It will get reset at midnight, Japanese time. So yeah, you can only earn 1,000 a day. And as we shall see, that's not very much. But again, this thing just started. So they're going to see how players play it, how the pacing of it goes. And then maybe they'll raise that in the future. And then the way that you can earn this spirit energy, we can go over here to quests, and then we can look at just whatever. We'll go to events. And then I tap on Yotose here, and then here on the extreme quest, we can see that icon there, that blue flame. So if we clear this mission, we will get 100 of the spirit energy. And then we can do that 10 times and get our 1,000, and that's our limit for the day. And yeah, if we look here, this one does not have the spirit energy. This one does. This one does. This one does. This one does not. So yeah, if you are interested in getting the spirit energy, you can check each of these missions to see which one does have that. And then there are also places in the library that have the spirit energy as well. This one does, this one does not, this one does not, this one does, and so on and so on, and you can check that. So that's how you earn the spirit energy every day. And then if we move down here to the center, there's that red button. This is the spirit crest red, spirit crest blue, green, light, and dark, of course. And then below that, we see the spirit energy as at 50. No, not spirit energy. This is spirit power is at 50. And then this is like a rank within the element. So my spirit rank in fire is 50. It's 105 in blue, 87 in green, 208 in light, and 208 in dark. And then the way this is calculated is that they count up the luck of Hatcher monsters at level 6 or 6-star Hatcher monsters. So I have Bon, Skitty, and Agnamut X. They're at 5 each. So that counts as 5 points, 15 in all. And then drop monsters that are luck 20 or higher, also 6-star, they are counted. So 15 from the Hatcher monsters plus 35 from the drop monster makes 50. And so that's my rank within fire. If we look at water, I have a max luck of a Tsubasa, so that is 99 points there. I have a 5 luck Verdandi and then a 1 luck Susanoo. All of that together makes 105. My rank is 105 in water. And then same thing here. I have a 5-star of Ibaraki Dolji, who is not evolved. She's still a 5-star. She is not counted in this because she is not a 6-star. But yeah, I have 2 max lucks here in light, so my rank is higher in light. Same thing for dark. So yeah, that is that. And for every color, I can choose one of these monsters to be like, to get that special spirit crest. So I guess for dark, I'm thinking about Nadeko here. She's a balance with a no warp, good for lots of quests. So actually, let's put her in there. Let's see, how do I do this? No. Okay, so if I tap on the actual, that purple shield-looking thing, then I can choose which character I want to put in there. So let's put Nadeko in there. And then this will cost me 5,000 of the spirit energy. Actually, let's see if I have 5,000 energy. No, I do not. So yeah, even before I can start to give her skills, I need to save up 5,000 energy, and then I can only get 1,000 energy a day. So it's going to take a few days for me to put Nadeko in there. So I got to work on that. But yes, let's talk about next which abilities we can put on these characters. So I'm going to click on this, or tap on this purple button in here, and then that will bring up this. And I see 4 slots here, only the first one is unlocked. I can click this green button, set, in order to pick a new ability. If I want to unlock more abilities, then I have to spend that spirit energy again on the upper right. So yeah, 4,000 to unlock a new one there. So it'll be maybe more than a week if I wanted to start putting abilities onto Nadeko and then also to put a secondary ability on her. But yeah, she could take up to 4 abilities, so that's pretty cool. So anyways, let's go to set. And then here I can look at all the different abilities that I can put on her. And then these are all new abilities. None of these are represented already in Ableberries, so that's pretty cool. So let's look at this first one here. This is like a mental power. And then, yeah, the first one here, if I unlock this, that means the character that I put it on will be immune to dizzy. The second tier here, immune to dizzy, and then sleep. And then the bottom one here, immune to dizzy, sleep, and paralysis. So that's pretty good. But we see these red numbers here. This is where I do not have enough of something. If we look at the left number here, the 300, 800, 2200, this is rank. So my rank needs to be 300 in order to use this first ability. And then, in order to set it on my character of Nadeko, I need to spend 1,000 energy points. I have 1,000 energy points, so I could do that, but my rank is not high enough. So, in order to get a high enough rank again, I need to raise the luck of my dark characters. So that means pulling more Hatcher monsters, or that means making more max lucks of drop monsters. Although you don't necessarily need to make max lucks of monsters, as long as you get drop monsters up to luck 20, they will start to count. So actually I could just make 10 drop monsters of luck 20, and then that would get me over 300, and then I could start using that first ability there. So yeah, if people have been playing for a while and they have a few max lucks, they'll be able to, get started right away. I have a lot of work ahead of me. But this is good actually for me, I think, because my motivation to make max lucks wasn't really there. There are the max luck bonuses, but you really start seeing some benefits from that once you make 65, because then you start to unlock all of the abilities. But here you start to unlock more and more things, even with just a few max lucks. So this will kind of raise the motivation for me, I think. But anyway, let's continue down the list here at the abilities. This is the needle panel immunity. The first level I need to be rank 600, and then I can unlock that, or I can attach it to the character with a 1200 spirit energy, and then that will cut the damage from needle panels by half. If I am ranked 2400 within Dark, and I spend 9000 spirit energy, then that will be a 99% cut to the damage. So yeah, this one, the prerequisites are a little bit higher. If I want to do the half off, I would need maybe about 6 max lux in Dark. If I wanted to do the 99% cut, I might need 24 max lux in Dark. So yeah, that's pretty high. I would say up to, I think, 3 max lux per element. That's like maybe advanced level. Maybe 20 max lux per element. That's like expert level. That's where I was at in the English version of the game. But even then, I wouldn't have maybe quite enough to get the 100% or 99% cut. So yeah. Okay, and then here, the third ability down. These are the fire columns that come out of the ground. These are in Arcadia and then Fukahire. So this could be a good one for water monsters. Again, this is a 50% cut or a 100% cut. Next up, this is the gravity attack that Nirai Kanai does on you. If you unlock the first one, you won't go down to 4 HP, you'll go down to 3000. I don't know if that's that much of a big difference, but the second tier, if you get the gravity attack, you will go down to 10,000 HP, and that's better, I think. That's something workable. And then the top tier is you go down to 20,000. So yeah, if you were very interested in, maybe making the max luck of Nirai Kanai, this could be a really good one for you. And then you would want to put that on a wood monster, of course, with Pierce and Null Warp, ideally, or Null Gravity Barrier. But yeah, again, you have to be rank 2000, which is pretty high. Okay, next up, this is the Healing Wall Master. And then the first level here, if you hit the Healing Wall, you get a bonus 1000 HP. Second level, extra 2000. Third level, extra 3000. But again, here, the standard is a little bit high. I would maybe recommend, well, the first one, I think. The cheapest ability that or the lowest rank that you have to be to get an ability is 300. So this would be what that is. That might be a good one to get. And then here we have 5 of, these are element ones, fire, water, wood, light, and dark. These are like Slayer abilities to raise your attack against that element. First level is a 1.1 buff. That's the same as Uriel Transcendence power-up, so not super big, but still helpful. Level 2 is 1.17, so almost twice the first one. And then the third level is 1.25. But this one you need to be rank 5000, which is insane. That's like 50 max lux in one single element, so that's for crazy people only, I think. Next up, this is immunity to ability lock, and that costs almost as much, 4700. Immunity to bump combo lock. And then this is immunity to defense down, immunity to attack down, immunity to speed down. And then lastly, this is immunity to lava stages. So this would be another good one for water monsters. So yeah, that's what we got. And then again, they have this kind of drop-down menu for every element. Because when you unlock one, you only unlock that for that element. So here's light, for example. Same thing. and then we can choose one light character to put that on. So yeah, right now we can only do one character per color, so you kind of want to think very hard about which one you want to put into there. You can change that in the future, but that will cost spirit energy, so it's a good idea to think ahead about that. But yeah, I am very interested in this. I think it'll be fun. It will take a lot of work, however. And then as for what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking for Dark, for Nadeko, I wanted to put the Healing Wall Master on her. She's good for Akasha and Izanagi Zero, and they both have healing walls in there. So if she could get extra healing in there, that would make her even better. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit more time before I can put that on there. But yeah, I am definitely going to be working on my Max Lux. And then, although I wasn't planning on making a lot of impossible Max Lux, maybe I will start raising drop monsters to luck 20 at least, so that I can put abilities on them. But yeah, I think that's all I had to say about that. Of course, if you have any questions or if you have anything to add, you can put that in the comments. And then when I start to put abilities on guys, maybe I'll make videos about those as well. Okay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.